Just started the recording. The username is Scott and Tiger for Oracle, right? Okay. Just a moment. Its data stage is just loading up. Okay. So file new parallel job. That's what we take, right? So remember how to import metadata. Let me just touch upon that. How to import? So I want to read employee table. The employee table is in Oracle database. I want to read it from data stage. So what is the first step we do? We need to import the table structure and store it in data stage repository and call it wherever we need, right? So import table definitions, plug in metadata, Oracle. So it says Oracle conversion, Oracle OCA stage version. Okay. So here DSN name is Oracle, user ID, cart, password is Tiger. Next. So here cart user. This is the table. I need to import metadata. You just press on import. It will be stored under here. That is the first step. First day we did, right? So same I'm just repeating. If anyone have missed the okay. So it is already having in my folder. So you can simply say yes. So it will overwrite it.
Yeah, can you add me in that folder group?
Which group?
That that you had showed the folder before where all the videos are there, the Google Drive. I don't have the access for the drive.
No, there is no Google Drive. Who is it?
Atindra.
Atendra?
Yeah.
There is no Google Drive, Atendra. I'm sharing the recording every day in to your emails, right? So that is a WebEx cloud. So you have to download every day and then
Okay.
store it in your local. That's it. No Google Drive.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So this is apart from this. So now I want to read that file. Okay. So if I want to read a database data, I mean table from database, you need to go to database connector here. So take the Oracle connector. So here what we are doing. So this is a extraction. This is a transformation file. This is a loading. So I'm taking the data set. Okay, extraction, transformation, and loading. So here, if you go to Oracle properties, just double click. Okay, how do you give the links? So there are a couple of new guys. Okay, so you go to link here, general link. Just give a link like this. Okay, so here is the general and link. So database, you take it from database. Output file, you take it from file tab. Transformations, you take it from processing. You have different tabs based on your requirement. Okay, so now we need to give a properties. Extraction, transformation, and loading. GUI properties are done, but you have to give the properties inside that each and every component. Okay, we call these as a data stage stages. Oracle connector stage, transformer stage, dataset stage. Okay, double click and open the Oracle connector. So whether here you use parameter set or you can give manually also. Let me give manually for today. So server name is Oracle, username is Scott, and password is Tiger. But whoever has experience, just use the parameter set here. Okay. So if you don't know what is parameter set, just use the names. That's it. Oracle. Server name is Oracle, username is Scott, password is Tiger. So generate SQL at runtime, yes. So we are asking data stage to generate. So you give the table name. Table name is EMP, employee table. I want to read. Okay. Now go to columns and load the structure, whatever we have stored in repository. We just imported, right? So I'm going to store that. Okay. So here you need to press load on the bottom right corner where my mouse is. So it will open up a window. So if you expand the table definitions plugin, here you see EMP. So click OK. So that's it. So server username, password, table name is given here, and then columns are loaded. It's not a data, it's just a columns. Okay. So Oracle properties are done. So now I want to do the transformations. So simply right click, select all. Okay. Simply bring all the columns and put it under the column name. So you should get this black line mapping. So left side is input. So here you can move up and down, left and right, anything. So here I can move left to right, I can move up and down. Okay, so it's a very feasible. So the left side is my input, right side is my output. Okay, so first you just run this job, don't change anything, just pass input columns and just run it. So here you click here. So output file name you need to give, right? So datastage is going to create a file, but you need to tell the file name. Just give a file name. So here you click on this black dot, browse for file. So where is our output file? So on the desktop I have created a two folders. One is DS input. If you don't have these folders, you just create them, DS input and DS output. Okay. So browse for file, where is the path? You need to go to C, documents and settings, Ravan, desktop, DS output. So that is the pattern you need to follow. The documents, Ravan, desktop, DS output. So TFM, so I'm giving file name as tfm.ds. Extension must be .ds. Okay, for data sets. So this is a data set, right? So now you compile the job. How do you compile it? Under the help, you see blue bubbles. Click on this compile. So it will ask you to save the job. So you need to save the job. Where do you save it? Under jobs folder. Make sure you click on the jobs. So some people are not clicking and then it is getting saved somewhere else. So you make sure you click on it. Okay. So job name we need to give item name. Item name is nothing but job name. TFM underscore job one. Okay. EMP underscore TFM underscore job one. This is a job name. Make sure you should follow underscores only. Okay. So just run the simple job without applying any transformations. See whether it is passing the data to output or not. Once it is working, then we will apply the transformations one by one, slowly. So my job is compiling. Compilation will check for if there are any syntax errors. If there are, yeah, mostly it will check for syntax errors, whether the input file name, table name, properties, output file name is given or not. It will just check for the syntaxes. Okay, run. So while job is running, it will show blue color. While it is not running, black color. After completed, it should be green. If any failures, it will be red, obviously. So say blue color, that means job is running. So I told you, right? See, transformer has a C++ compiler separately on the back end in data stage. So it is one of the heaviest stage, but it has a lot of functionalities. So input is 14 rows, output is 14 rows. So nothing has been done here. Okay. Double click and open the transformation. So let's now you apply some transformation. So in here, what do? Let's apply this. Select star from EMP where DEPT number equal to 10. So here you are writing manually the query. So when you come to data stage, here you see in the transformer you have a constraint. So here where my mouse is, constraint. So double click inside the constraint, it will open a new window. So you need to double click where it says constraint. Okay, under DS link 8, you see constraint. So inside the constraint, you need to double click again. Okay, so now it opened up a white space to write a condition. So here you see three dots, input column. Just click on these three dots or you right click it. Both are same thing. So input column. So what column you are applying filter? So department number. Double click and take the department number. Again you right click or click on these three dots equal to right click again at these three dots string 10. That's it. So everything you can manage with right clicks in transformer. All the functionalities are there. So that's it. So filter condition is applied. Now you try to run it. Recompile, you need to recompile the job and rerun. So how many records here? 3 records. So same record should go to output from data stage also. Let's try it. So output there won't be any difference in the output, right? So whether you use a SQL, Java or C++ or C, so wherever you go, it's the same condition and same output. But here we are using data stage because it's a GUI, graphical user interface. You don't need to write coding. That's the only difference. Okay. So 3 rows. If you want, you can right click on the file, view data. You can even view the data and compare against Oracle output and data stage output. So here how many employees we have? 7782, 7839 and 7934. Let's check in data stage how many we have. So see 7782, 7839, 7934, same output. Okay. So now let's apply some other conditions. So in where class you can apply R condition also, where DEPT number equal to 10 or DEPT number equal to 20. Okay, so let's do same thing in data stage. So go to properties, go to constraint, open the same condition again. So put your cursor after the 10. So click on three dots. You see and R, you take the R. Again right click, input columns, department number, right click equal to string 20. That's it. R condition is done. So compile and run. How many rows? 8 rows. 8 rows should come here. See, it is 8 rows. You guys are following me, right? Rakesh, Yatin, Rajay. You guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you apply R condition. So let's see how to apply AND condition. Okay. Select star from EMP. where DEPT number equal to 20 and EMP number equal to 7902, for example. So here AND condition, both conditions should be true. Then only AND condition will give you output. OR condition, either of the condition is true, it will give you output. So department number equal to 20. Okay, 20, it is true. First condition is true. Employee number equal to 7902. Okay, it is true. So it's like there is a truth table, right? As I said, true, true. When the AND condition will become true, when it is true, true. TT, then only true. For the remaining all conditions, it will be false. So that's what the truth tables will add. Okay, so in STLD also you have it in BTech. Same concept, right? Ones and zeros. When it is 1 and 1, then only AND condition will give you output. This is equal to 1 and this is equal to 1. 1 and 1. That's why this row is coming to output. If you take another row, it is a 0, 0. 0, 0, AND condition will be a 0. Okay? Just like a switch on and off. When the condition is satisfied for both columns, switch will be on to pass that row. For remaining rows, switch will be off. Okay? So how do you apply here? So remove everything. Come here. Select all. Remove it. Input column. Department number. Right click. Equal to string 20. Right click. Now you apply AND condition. And input column. EMP number equal to string 7902. So there is no limitation. So you can apply whatever you can do it in where class. Generally what we do in where class, equal to, less than, greater than. I will show you them also. So it is nothing but like a filter stage, whatever you learn. So it will be constraint option is nothing but you can apply filtering. So whatever you did in filter stage, same things you can do in transformer. Okay, now you see here one row. Okay, so it is okay, one row. We take in input 14 rows, output is one row, that is same row. Okay, now let's try to apply select star from EMP where the EPT number less than 10, less than 20. That means only 10 should come. Less than 20 means. Okay, you see? So let's apply same thing here. Just remove it. Right click, input column, department number, right click. So you see less than or equal to. If I put less than or equal to, for the same query, 10 and 20 both will come. Less than 20 means only 10 we have here. If you put less than or equal to 20, then you will get 10 and 20 both. Okay, so that there is a difference between less than and less than or equal to. Okay, so here right click and you apply less than or equal to. What is the number you want to put? String and you apply 20. So you have a equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to also. So what is the meaning of not equal to? Select star from EMP where DEPT number not equal to, how do you represent? If you put less than and greater than, that is nothing but not equal to. Okay. So you have to remember this. This is how we represent not equal to. Have to put less than and greater than. Less than means small, greater means big. So if you put both, it's not equal to less or greater, which is not equal to. So there are multiple ways, but exclamatory mark don't use it because all the databases won't support. So this is how you apply less than or equal to. So how do you apply greater than, not equal to? So after the column name, right click, you see this is nothing but not equal to. Not equal to input column, maybe not input column, string. Let's apply 30. Okay. So you try to design a different jobs. Okay, apply all this in, okay, for filtering the data from by using transformer. You do one job. Okay, so here the transformer supports n number of output links. There is no limitation. You give one input, it will give you multiple output links. So you have to take it. So take the another link, and so how did I give? So go to general and give a link, go to file, dataset, give another output file, and you send all the tens into one link. So we will try to send all the tens to one link and 20s to another link. So here what I will do is right click equal to string. I will take all the department number 10 into one file. Okay, I will take all the department number 20 into another file. Input column department number equal to string 20 into another file. Okay, so you need to map the columns to both the links, right? So right click, select all, and you just map all the columns to new link also. So done. So now you passed all the columns. So you can move up and down all the links. Click on this link and this link. Okay. If you double click on constraint, it will show the constraint. So DS link 8 will have a department number 10. DS link 20 will have 14 will have 20. So you see the numbers. That's why you can rename them. Rename link underscore EPT10. So here you rename link underscore EPT20. Okay. So here I need to give a file name, right? Browse for file. TFM EPT underscore 20.bs. Right. So recompile the job and rerun it. So all the tens will go to one output and 20s will go to another output. Running. Okay. All the tens here, 3 tens and 5 20s. Fine. Okay, what happened to other than tens and 20s? So that is nothing but data stage is just removing, just dropping them on the back end. So I want to capture all the unmatched records to other than these conditions, whatever I'm having. So okay, 10 and so tomorrow there may be 5 branches will come. Let's assume there are 5 branches that departments data is coming. I am filtering only 2, but I want to capture all the unmatched records into another file other than these conditions. So give another link. So how do you give? Maybe you can right click, hold your right click and give a link, or you go to general and just give a link. Okay, go to file and give another output file. So here if you go to transformer properties and constraint, here you see otherwise means other than above conditions, that's it. So tick the otherwise condition, that's it. So press OK. You go to 21, select all the columns and pass it to link number 21. Okay, that's it. So other than 10 and 20 will come to here. What we have here, 30. So here TFM underscore rejected data dot ds. So compile it. And then run it. So this is the functionality of complete filter. How data stage can be used as a filter. Okay. So you understand, you can apply less than, greater than, and or condition, anything. So you don't need to write a code here. You just need to select the options and give the values. That's it. Okay. So everything is inbuilt. This is about constraint. Constraint is nothing but a condition. So are we good with the constraint part here, or any doubts in this? So it's nothing difficult, right? So all I am selecting is options. Any doubts? Then I will show more examples. You guys okay? Thiru, understand Thiru? Tirupal?
Understand.
Okay. Rakesh, you following Rakesh?
Yes, sir.
You are looking from watching this from mobile. What do you understand in small screen? Yeah? Okay, so let me jump on to next part. Let me try to create a new job for another part in so transformer. It will take 2 to 3 days, 2 days minimum. Okay. So what is the source? My source is database. It can be anything. You can even you can even read the data from file also, but I am taking it from database here. And transformer is a transformation stage, storing data in a file. So you can do this vice versa also, file to table also. But here I am doing table to file. Okay, anything we can do. Okay, we saw those examples also. But other people, Tirupal, I will show you these examples for you later. How to write file to table and all. Okay. Now give the links. So properties, I need to pass all the properties. Server, it's a Oracle. Username is Scott. Password is Tiger. What is the generate SQL runtime? Yes. What is the table name? Employee. EM. Go to columns and load the table structure. Plug in Oracle employee table. Okay, this is done. Extraction part is done. Just you need to give the properties and load the structure. In the transformation, now let's see what is the stage variable. Okay, so pass all the connect outputs. Okay, done. So what is stage variable? Stage variable is nothing but it stores a value. You can apply the condition and you can store the value and use it wherever you want. So right click in the stage variable properties. So generally it will be like this. We just expand it. Right click and then go to stage variable properties. So what do you need to do? Right click stage variable properties. So here give SV1 stage variable 1. That's it. Don't do anything. Just give default name SV1. Okay. So double click inside this derivation. So inside this derivation, double click and right click input column. Just I'm applying the filtering condition inside the constraint where department number equal to string 10. Okay. So what will happen? So here department number equal to 10. So if department number equal to 10, what will happen? Condition equal to true. If that row is equal to 10. Okay. So here in the constraint, I will right click and go to stage variable. Take the SV1. So instead of applying the condition in the constraint here, I have applied it in stage variable and using that stage variable as a my condition. Indirectly, I am applying. Indirectly, I am applying the condition in stage variable using it in constraint. So that means where department number equal to 10 records only should come to my output. Okay, store this file as first. Browse for file. So that stage variable can be used multiple times. Okay, but here I'm just using it in constraint. But tomorrow, if you want to apply some function and use it in many places within the transformer, you can use it. Only 3 records should go to output. Okay, see, only 3. So here you can apply anything. So R, right click, input column, department number equal to 20. Instead of applying in constraint, I just applied in stage variable using calling this value to constraint. Okay, press OK and rerun it. Recompile and run it. Now 10s and 20s will come. Okay, so similarly you can apply less than, greater than, not equal to. Okay, anything, any symbols are there. You can choose whatever you want. That is the use of stage variable. Okay, so that is the use of stage variable. See, 8 records, 10s and 20s. So it's just used to store the value and use it wherever you need it. That's it. Why we have to go for stage variable? Because sometimes you need to apply multiple functions on one column, multiple string functions. So you cannot apply directly. So that's why we will use a stage variable. Okay, first apply one function and in the second stage variable apply the function on top of first stage variable. I'll show them okay later, but you just do this simple practice first. Once you understand, we can do it easily. Okay, this is how to use a stage variable. So you try up with the multiple applying multiple conditions, less than, greater than, not equal to. We try all of them. Okay, in the from the stage variable. Okay, so I'm just deleting. Right click and delete the stage variable. That means you need to remove the constraint also. That is about simple stage variable. Okay. So here in the transformer, you can even create a new columns also. So here, after the 8th column in output, just create one new column. STR1. Okay. So new column is created. That's it. So if you want, you can change the data type to integer, char, var, char. Generally, you choose a var char if you don't know anything. That will be good. Nullable as a S. And then var char, you select the var char when you don't know anything. So just give one dummy column. So I will show what are the other functions. Column 1. So it's just a dummy column. I have created a new column. Now I want to send some values into column 1. So you need to give some values inside this. Okay. So here in the department number, you are passing department number. Okay. But in the column 1, what do you want to pass? Okay. Double click inside this column, derivation. Right click and choose whatever you want. So here I want to pass employee name and employee number together. Input column, employee number. Okay. So if I just run my job, only employee number will go to output. Okay. Let's see. So basically, I'm trying to do concatenation. That's clear. Okay, so here select from EMP. Okay, I want to concatenate, select EMP numbers. I want to give a hyphen in between. See, employee number and employee name concatenated together, attached together in nothing but concatenated by using hyphen symbol. So this is how you concatenate the fields in Oracle. Okay, so it is nothing but concatenation. So you can give alias as column 1. Okay, comma repeating number from, you can select whatever is the columns you want in select condition. So you see column 1 is having this value. Same thing in data stage, without writing all these conditions and all, you can do it easily. So here you need to, in SQL, you need to remember all the syntaxes. Okay, it comes with experience, right? So here in data stage, so what you do? So simply after employee number, right click, concatenate. You see concatenate option is directly here. What string you want to concatenate? Hyphen. Okay. Right click, concatenate again. And then what you want to concatenate? Input column and ename. Employee number is concatenated with this symbol, and that's it with employee name. So what I did, let me repeat again. Input column, employee number, right click, concatenate, string, use a hyphen string. Again you concatenate and then ename. Okay, that's it. So now you run a job. Okay, run the job and see the output. So go to right click, view the data. Now here you see employee number, employee number hyphen employee name. This is what we are expecting, right? Okay. Similarly, you can use a stage variable to apply this. So basically here you can apply stage variable also. So stage variable properties, SV1. If you want, you can put this control C and control V, put it in stage variable, right click, stage variable, we call that stage variable to here. So I'm applying the functions in stage variable, using it in, I'm using it in table column derivation here. If you want, you can, so there is a meaningless if you put this in a constraint. Okay, you don't need to put it. Okay, now I'm just using, see, the connection is there to this particular column. So if you compile and run, you will get same output. Okay. So that is what the meaning of concatenate. Now let's try to apply. So let's see the output. So there won't be any change in output. So you can do this kind of things in any language. In C also, C++ also you can do. See? Now let's go for another function. So let's create a new another new column. Column 2. So maybe select the varchar and nullable s. Okay. Click somewhere outside. Okay. So if you without giving anything, if you try to compile, what will happen? It should throw error. It's not throwing error. That means nothing will be sent to that column. Okay, but it will. You should give something in that column. Column name is created, but you are not passing any values in there. Okay. Now, if you right click, what else you see? You see if then else. Before I go to that, let's go to input column. Ename. After the column name, when you right click, what are the symbols you see? So you see plus minus into slash cap symbols, right? Concatenate and R we did, all the symbols we did. Substring. Let's do substring. So I want to pick second to fourth letters, 2 to 4 letters of employee name. Okay. So substring is nothing but pick the particular values from this position to this position. Right click substring 2 to 4 letters, for example. So how do you do it in Oracle? Select ename comma sub str of ename comma 2 comma 4. See if it works. Yeah, it is working. So second letter is M. Second, third, and fourth letters MITH. Okay, 2 to 4 letters I am picking. Substring is a function to pick. So, but in data stage substring, it's directly they have written code for you on the back end. So you are just giving the what is the positions you want to pick. That's it. Maybe you can try 2 to 3 here. 2 to 3 means only 2 letters will come. MIT, 3 letters. Sorry, 3 letters from the second position. 2 comma 3 means 2 comma 4 means 4 letters from second position. Okay. So now we have given 2 comma 3 here. So here I did not write any code. Here in Oracle I need to remember the syntax and write a code. In data stage I don't need to remember a syntax. All I need to do is give just the values. You need to pass the parameters to the function. That's it. Let's run and see. Substring. So name itself it is having substring. So it's a part of string. So right click and view data. You can apply this in stage variable and also you can call it into column. See 3 letters from second position. Allen. A-L-L-E. Okay. Jones. O-N-E. Second position to 3 letters. So similarly you can play up. You try to pick first 1 comma 4 or 1 comma 2, something like that. Change the values and try to test it. Okay. So this is about column number 2. So let's get another column and apply if then else condition. I will show an example for if then else. Okay. So here, when you right click directly, you are seeing something. If then else, you see a lot of options. Okay, we will go through one by one. Okay, let's input columns. It will show all the input columns. Stage variables. It will show all the stage variables. Okay. Now let's try to apply the if then else condition. Okay. So when you click on if then else, after if, so basically you need to here how do you do? Let's see the example in Oracle first. Okay. So here, if department number equal to 10, I want to create a new column. Select DEPT number, comma. If department number equal to 10, I want to pass 100. Case. So here we call it as case. Then else in nothing but in database it's a case. When DEPT number equal to 10, then 100. Okay. Else DEPT number. end. Okay, from EMP. Then okay, spelling mistake. What happened? DEPT number. Okay, and the syntax from EMP. Okay. What? The lot of spelling mistakes there. Okay. So I wrote a condition in database case when department number equal to 10, then 100, else department number. Okay, I'm asking if department number equal to 10, just change the value to 100 in the new column. Okay, otherwise keep the department number. And then syntax need to be ended in SQL. Okay, similarly you can write multiple. Okay, when DEPT number equal to 20, 200, then 200. Okay, else you can write multiple like that. Else DEPT number and as new DEPT, maybe something called column number 4 from EMP. So you see here, so it's nothing but nested if condition. So we are writing multiple if then else conditions. So in SQL, this is how you write it. But when you go to data stage, you don't need to remember the syntax and you don't need to write all this. But you need to tell the condition. What is the condition you want to apply in data stage? Okay, so if then else. Case condition is nothing but if then else here. Right click, if then else. Okay, after if you need to put a condition. Okay, input column, if department number equal to string 10, for example. This is a condition. After if we need to apply condition. So in then what you need to apply? So here after then we give value, right? Similarly after then here put a cursor after then string 100. Else you give the input column name as it is, whatever is you are getting department number. That's it. If department number equal to 10, then 100. Else you pass the department number as it is. Okay, this is how to apply the first condition, how we did in SQL. Okay, this one. Second one I will show you. Let's understand one by one. Okay, this is if there is any syntax in the error. I mean, if there is any error in the syntax, you will see red color. So here it is showing blue color. That means no error. For example, I did not give anything here. So what will happen? It will be red color. Okay. So you compile it. Okay, run and see. Okay. So if you want, you can simply view the data. See, wherever it is department number 10, then it is giving 100 as we wrote the function, right? So now let's write the function for 20 also. So what if department number equal to 20? I want to write. Okay, so you can reset, you can move the columns up and down. Okay, so here after else you need to take another else if condition. After else, right click and take the if then else. if input column department number equal to string 20. Okay, and then when it is 20, then you need to apply 200. Any value, you can take any value. I'm just taking 100, 200. Like this, you can apply multiple if then else conditions, but after else, I'm giving 300 because we have only 3 department numbers. If it is not equal to 10 and 20, then it will be a 30. When it is 30, it is 300. That is nothing but. Okay. So if department number equal to 10, then 100. Else if department number equal to 20, then 200. Else 300. That's it. Okay. It's a simple. You need to pass parameters to the existing function. So all the functions are inbuilt only here. You are not writing any code. So all you need to do is analytical thinking, what to pass to that function. It comes with practice only. Okay, it's not a rocket science. If you don't practice and just watching my video, that's it. So end of the day, all the records will be piled up into your queue. You will end up with nothing. Maybe you will get a job, but after when you are doing it, then it's very difficult. You don't practice it now. At least if you practice it now, then tomorrow you will understand what is the functionality of that job at least. Okay, maybe someone will be supporting. So without learning and without understanding, so it's difficult to manage it, right? At least you need to attend the meetings. See, you need to attend the meetings and gather the requirement. If you gather the requirement, proxy will do the work. If you don't know what to gather it, so what is the point on it? Okay. So that's it for today. Okay, I don't want to take many examples in one day. Okay. So now you apply all the R like a filtering conditions, concat and all. Okay. So I will